Hi guys, I'm Katie Moon. Come spend a day with me at training. Today we have a vault session, a sprint session, and then a lift. The vault session is really just gonna be, it's my first day on 8 steps or 4 lefts. So I'm just gonna stay in flats and just kind of test it out, see how it goes, get the feel back again. But I'm always excited to go back and approach. So we'll see how it goes.
My love's like a black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt, tripping off this blunt. So I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no, don't run.
Ooh yeah, a little more tired today. Comments from last session. He said it looked good, but just would have, gone up in grip and the step just got a little too close at times. That actually, I felt like I had better space, and as a result, it was a bigger, just feeling just a touch more heavy today. So I feel like that pop off the ground is just a little bit. Somewhere in the move, I misplaced a couple of my in-between poles, so we might have to jump from this 3 poles up. So I hope it's a really big blow through. Like that I committed.
See, I think your bottom arm coming back that far facilitates that wrapping the pole.
Sure. My grip gets wide, my bottom hand gets a little too low, so. 4, 3, 2. For me, the biggest cue is fast hands, so it's just literally punching that hand up into the takeoff. The faster that moves, the faster my feet get down, the more energy I have coming through the takeoff. Drive knee gets up better. It makes everything else happen better. So especially when I'm tired, just really focusing on having that hand come through as fast as possible. That's the major cue. But going to 4 left, well, I feel like the first day on an approach is always a little bit, my mind's all over the place. So I'm definitely gonna try and keep that focus, but we'll see.
Pretty close. Actually out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine when I actually commit to it. Yeah, and I would rather be slightly out on the run through. I never run my run throughs the same, no matter what I do, no matter how I try. So we always just kind of have to gauge that a little differently. I just want to take a couple more on this where the run is I feel like I'm stumbling a little bit, which is normal the first day on an approach.
Get comfortable.
But that feels good. That's just a big old blow through, but yeah.
Good.
All right, I don't have a choice. I gotta go up. So this next pole is 3 up from the last one. I don't have the in-between poles for some reason, so it was a huge blow through, but we'll see how this goes. No, because Brad will do that where he won't touch me. He'll be like, see, I told you. I'm like, it's not the point. I have coaches that like to teach lessons, and no, you didn't need a tap. See, I told you didn't need a tap. I am gonna back up these standards a bit just so that I don't try to short the bottom to make it work and clear it. And that's a bungee that I want, where it's I have to stay back to get both feet over. Yeah, and I think that just comes from better posture where because all I'm thinking about is getting that hand through really fast. Gets everything up and tall and in the right position. And then I can get on top of the pole when I jump. The faster, as I'm coming through, it gets to there, your feet follow. So the faster your hands move, your feet get down to catch up with it. And then it's oh, I'm tall, I'm in the right position. I definitely lost the drive knee, and it kind of like, it dropped and then I double leg swinged. Swung. Oh, that was great. Look at me go. I'm good at this.
That's your best.
Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm done. I just started a bit lower instead of starting here
So here's my question.
and had to fight through.
Only you know the answer.
Jeez.
If you did that in competition, would you go up a pole?
Oh yeah, because the pole is past vertical and I'm like in line with it.
I may have you, especially if you're feeling really comfortable and really good, just narrow that grip just a touch, like 2 fingers,
Okay.
like an inch or so,
Sure.
and just play around with that a little bit.
Okay.
That may help you be a little bit taller at takeoff and make the knee come through just a little bit easier as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it looked pretty darn good.
Cool. I'll take it. If Brad's happy with it, I'm happy with it. It's funny he talked about the grip, because I mentioned that at the beginning of the session too. Like when I get nervous, my grip gets too wide and then I can't invert quite the same. And so yeah, that's definitely something I need to work on next session. So. So this isn't necessarily the most fun time of the year with the volume that we have, but this is necessary for sustaining endurance throughout long competitions at the end of the season during championships. So yeah, it's not the most fun, but it's worth it. And what makes it easier to get through is just, tomorrow is just runs. Like Saturdays are just runs, no lifting. Sunday's off completely, Thursday's off completely, Tuesday is just active recovery, so bike and stretch kind of thing. So it's easier to go, you know, give it everything you have on the hard days, knowing that the next day you have off and can just relax. So yeah, it's not the most fun, but it's necessary for what I do, so.